Wait. Welcome everybody, good morning, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening. Is the bull market still on or not? Are we gonna get a doji? Yesterday we had a bearish engulfing candle on Bitcoin and stuff like that, so we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin altcoins. We gotta know. So that's why we do the show. Over here we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been going down. Let's look at another chart a little bit up here. Let's look at another chart. There we go, clean chart up here. We are below 10 moving average on the weekly time frame, holding the 200 moving average. Are we gonna hold above the 200 moving average? A very important level of support. So there is that. So this is gonna continue going up. I think we need to hold the 200 moving average, 20 moving average down here, because it's been support level. So we need to bounce. We need to bounce, guys. We need to bounce soon. And we got a lower lows on the chart and stuff like that, so we gotta check that out. How's everybody doing in chat? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all making money. Mladen, how you doing, man? On the dollar. Up, down, around we go. XRP Legend always in here. How you doing, man? Edward, too good. Pump, dump. Great Friday, or Christopher Kirk. How you doing, man? TLI, check about Render, good shorting opportunity. Render is a good shorting opportunity. If I look at this, it's not good shorting opportunity, man. If it's not good shorting opportunity, weekly time frame might be creating some kind of double top over here, but it is pushing with the moving averages. It is going up here. Let's see if there is any kind of divergences on the chart. You can see up here, last time we looked at the up here, and we already saw some some moves getting broken. Let's see down here. Yeah, there already seems to be, bearish divergence up here on the chart, but the momentum is still continuing towards upside over here. But bigger time momentum, bigger weekly momentum is towards downside over here. So you got a momentum going towards downside. Yes, we are still, pushing this towards upside. There is already, bigger RSI divergence, but this is weekly time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. Would we say this is right now a good short? Yeah, this is a good shorting opportunity, because on the daily time frame you are extended from the moving averages. You're already curving up here. You're already coming to this stop up here. Yeah, it might be a good shorting opportunity. Good! You might just be right. It might be a good shorting opportunity up here. So you gotta go on the small time frames and find where the you can see a big move up here, exhaustion pattern up here. Yeah, this mostly looks like it's gonna dump down. Good shorting opportunity from God, guys. From your very own God to you. It's your birthday present, Christmas present, shorting opportunity on render right now. Getting very, very close. How much longer towards upside and stuff like that? Where the top is, Mladen can show you some kind of nice charts. Mladen, if you can find the channel for this move, that'd be nice. Hamdi, how you doing, man? Jurgen, yeah, boy, I'm shorting 237. 237. You are 237. It's up here. It's a little bit early, I think. It's a little bit early, but not that early. It's a little bit early, but not that early. Up here, I think it can go a little bit higher up here. We're gonna see that. Come on, man, where's my stream? Mark Harris, don't be impatient, man. These streams are valuable, very valuable. Gort, why do you hate money? Yeah, he's shorting render, not Bitcoin just right now. And Marie, good morning, how you doing? Batch Guitar, good morning, Batch is in the chat. Dobro jutro, Tyler, what's up? Good morning, Dr. Karlov, how you doing, man? Still on the beach, enjoying yourself? Hope you do. Some S-coin called a render. I don't know what called render. Way Augustin, yeah. So Gort and I found a nice short up here. I entered yesterday, can't expect to catch the top. I mean, you gotta expect to catch the top. You gotta find the top, man. Finding the exactly top on the dollar, that's the trick. That's the that's the game. When you wanna trade, if you wanna trade, you need to know where the top is gonna be. Everything else is just gambling. Gambling. If you don't know how to find the top, then you are basically playing roulette with probabilities, right? You're basically playing roulette. You're just picking long short, whichever has more probability, because it's a little bit too much up, so it has to go down sometimes, right? That means you don't have a stop loss. Never. Go out without a stop loss in a short. I'm all in. But I'm guessing it's not your entire portfolio if you don't have a stop loss. Sometimes doing like 10x and not having a stop loss might be a good thing. Depends on your size position. If you have an entire account and you don't have a stop loss, you know, you're gonna get wrecked, right? If you're only using 1% of your account without the stop loss, like who cares? Right? And also sometimes, you know, just using 1% of your account without stop loss might be good because you have, you know, upside on the 10x. So if you are short up here, you know, you can go 8% up, you know, without getting liquidated. So, you know, sometimes when stuff is very volatile, lower the position size, and then you know, that way you can go all the way up to the stop loss if you're unsure. Best year ever. Let's go, brothers. Bitcoin gonna do crazy. Jurgen, or just buy gazillion Pepe like BlackRock. Pepe like BlackRock. Only a few $100. There you go. There you go. So yesterday we kind of made a wrong decision, wrong move, wrong prediction on the move, and I've been thinking a little bit about that because we're up here at the top. We're up here at the top, and it, you know, we managed to, you know, go up here to the 50 moving average, pull back down, jump above, consolidate up here. I even see this wick down here. You can see this wick down here, and I have been thinking about this wick a little bit up here today. And we had this wick down here. Oftentimes, you know, hit the support level and then you try to bounce. But the failure to bounce above the resistance is actually quite bad. So this, we failed after the bounce. You consider this as some kind of spring. Consider this as some kind of spring. There was a spring up here, but spring failed to materialize towards upside, and we failed towards downside big time up here. This was a big move down from all the way to the top. Top to the bottom is 4%, 3.97%. We came down, and right now we are doing this curvature move over here. Curvature move up here where we're trying to break again towards the upside up here, towards the upside. But these curvatures are never actually good. So I do still believe that we can actually go a little bit lower towards the downside. Will I be, you know, correct on this short term, you know, short term, what are you gonna say? Short term prediction or not? It kind of depends. I could be just as wrong as over here up here. But this curvature up here is never a good thing. And right now we got a moving averages above us. We failed, you know, to go higher above this resistance level up here. We pull back down. We're curving up here. I think, you know, next move is towards the downside over here again, and then you know, maybe towards the upside. If you look at a bigger time frames, if you go to the daily time frame over here, we had a bearish engulfing candle over here, back below the 10 moving average. This in itself is not actually that bad. You can just go down here, you know, consolidate over here, and then, you know, jump back above the 10 moving edge. Because oftentimes what I've noticed on the charts is you will have this one, you know, this 10 moving average, the very first moving average, where the price will do something like this up here, try to go up, go down, try to go up, go again towards the downside up here. It will kind of, you know, zigzag above the 10 moving average before it actually consolidates, and then will jump, and then will go towards the upside, right? So this might be just, you know, the very first move of this, you know, curvature that's happening over here right now before it actually goes towards the downside. So you can definitely see something like this over here before we actually go towards the downside. Could we go a lot lower towards the downside? That, you know, that could be the case as well. But over here towards the downside, we got a 200 moving average over here on the weekly time frame, which is very important support level of resistance. Now, today is Friday. Today is Friday. If you look at the CME futures chart, because CME futures charts will close today in 11 hours, so this doesn't have the weekends on it. This will maybe, just maybe, generate a doji down here at the bottom. So we got a big bearish engulfing candle over here below the 10 moving average on the support to 200 moving average, getting this doji over here, and you can see here it's, you know, it jumps a little bit. It's not all the way down there because, you know, on exchanges where you have pauses and stuff like that, you will also always get these, you know, slight gaps in the price that, you know, it makes the chart looks very ugly. You know, that's just the case. But, you know, this is still a doji on the bottom down, and this might still be creating this, you know, morning doji star, a reversal pattern towards the upside. But we still need to see how this actually plays out. This on the CME charts, still 11 hours left until this plays out, but maybe, just maybe, this might play out. Worst case for scenario for Bitcoin is the same kind of doji, because we need to, you know, go through the pain of sideways movement for the next, you know, weekly is closing in the next 2 days and 15 hours. Almost 3 days left. 3 days left of trading up here. Where is the daily time frame? Almost 3 days left. 1, 2, 3 days left. 3 days left of trading up here, right? So this might do something like this up here before it actually goes towards upside, right? And stuff like that, right? 3 days left until we get, you know, maybe, just maybe, a doji down here at the bottom side. Let's go look at another chart. You can see here on Bitcoin there is already a doji on the downside over here on the weekly time frame. So, you know, hopium is that we get this doji down here, some kind of doji, and then, you know, do this move and then right back towards the upside. We still got, you know, lower highs over here and lower lows over here. So we are still in this downtrend over here that's pulling us down, but we are on a lower spectrum of that downtrend. So the way I see it, you know, we should still be looking for some kind of long positions over here, even though we are on the downside. Now altcoins might have a lot more room towards downside, so you might trade that, you know, short that and stuff like that, right? But Bitcoin should be, you know, right now that we have dropped down, how much did we drop down from the very top to the bottom? We are down like 16% from the top to the bottom in a pullback over here, right? 16%. Maybe, you know, we can go all the way down to the 20 moving average, something like that, and then bounce whatever it might happen, right? But this move up here is still you know, intact. It is still intact. Let's go over here. There is, of course, a lot of lines up here, so we're gonna remove some of the lines. We're gonna go to the daily time frame. We're gonna also remove this line over here for some reason. There you go. We got a less lines up here, so it's easier to see. This bigger trend over here is broken towards downside, like we saw that retest that moved all the way back into this secondary channel over here. Right now, we're trying to go up high above these, you know, levels of resistance. We are failing that. We are still pushing down, but I think after this big move towards downside, that this move down is not just going to continue doing something like this over here. So I still don't see this move up here. This is very, very unlikely move that we just drop for whatever reason below the support level over here. If we do drop on the downside, I'm still looking at this you know, 25k level or something like that. But a lot of people are wanting the, want this, you know, these 25k levels, because this is previous top over here, so they want to, you know, long from these levels over here. Oftentimes you want to get these kind of levels, and if your price is bullish, it will go something like this, go down here, you know, maybe pull a little bit more towards the downside, and then it will, you know, continue going towards the upside. We also like that this is a downtrending channel and not uptrending channel, because if it has been uptrending channel like over here it has been, you know, it has bigger probability toward downside. But right now that we are in a downtrending channel, this has bigger probability towards the upside. So we are definitely still looking, you know, after, you know, almost 20% move towards downside, we are looking for some kind of, you know, bounce over here above that. There is definitely support levels down here on the daily time frame. We still haven't broken the support level. This is a support level down here on the chart on the daily time frame. You can see up here we created a support level. We came to the support level. We are holding that support level like a boss. Do we have any kind of divergence up here on that support level? There is no divergence on that support level up here. Over here the price is going towards the upside, the other side is going towards the upside. The momentum is weakening up here towards the upside, but it doesn't look like we are gonna get this, you know, this curvature up here. So this MACD looks like it wants to do this move over here, and the momentum might exceed again. Also because we did this big, you know, big bearish engulfing candle, we might expect more move toward the downside. So in the short term, I do expect more movement towards the downside over here a little bit, but I'm still expecting to kind of hug this standard moving average. So if you see up here this standard moving average, I still kind of expect it to hug this standard moving average up here, you know, do something like this before it actually jumps on the 10 moving average. I do not expect right now the big any kind of big huge dumps towards the downside. So there is that. But you know, overall in big picture, if you look at it, something like, you know, on the weekly time frame, I'm still confident that we are not, you know, in any kind of bad shape of, you know, bad form over here. That doesn't matter how you draw it. We're using this, you know, week on downside because it is confirming right now. And if you look also the moving averages up here on the weekly time frame, we're still not below the 20 and the 200 moving average. If we should drop down here, that one might be a little bit bad, but we are getting to some kind of bottom, right? If you go down to the, you know, 50 moving average, that's also bad, but we are getting some kind of bottom. If you break that, you're you know, you might be some kind of, you know, bad position, but you know, that's kind of the worst case scenario, below 22k. But you know, the way I see it, you know, this you know, this channel up here, sorry, this you know, move towards downside towards the support line over here, I think there is a very good chance to bounce over here. Number one, it's a bigger channel, weekly channel. You got a 200 moving average, 10 moving average right below you. You got this 25k line over here. What is it, 25k line, give or take. There's a whole bunch of support levels over here, very important support levels that I'm a little bit unsure what's gonna happen, right? Because if you break these support levels on downside, like all hell gonna break loose. Like every trader is gonna see that these support levels are losing support, and they're gonna dump towards downside, right? So they're gonna be shorting the heck. There will be panic in the market. There will be a lot of FUD and stuff like that, right? So we don't want to do that. But because right now we are coming to these major support levels that should not be broken. If they are broken, it means something is wrong with the chart, and you know it's kind of a pretty much game over, right? On the weekly time frame, you can see up here also very nicely on the daily time frame. Maybe the lines could be a little bit more adjusted, but you know, the bigger trend over here, the big trend, we might be getting to that bottom over here, give or take, right? So something like this over here, you know, and you know, again move towards the upside. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see that. If this continues in this channel over here towards the upside, over here, something like this, you know, up here then down, up here then down, up here then down, up here then down, like it could do this. This is one of the strongest moves that you can have on the chart. I don't know if you guys remember when I was talking, like if you see some kind of, you know, bump and run pattern. How does bump and run pattern do? Well, bump and run pattern goes some place. It starts going towards the upside. You got this lead-in phase. Slowly it climbs, 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 climbs. And then what bump and run pattern does, it breaks this channel. It breaks this channel towards the upside and have a big move towards the upside, which explodes and then goes towards the downside. It goes back below this, you know, this line over here, breaks that, and then it continues going towards the outside. This you know, bump and run pattern, because but the very first phase is a lead-in phase that slowly leads in without anybody noticing, then explodes towards the upside, you know, huge mania, you know, builds up, and then it goes back below the line. So maybe, just maybe, we are building that lead-in phase up here on the chart. We are going slowly towards upside, downside, upside, downside, up here, you know, in this very slow movement towards upside. And then suddenly you break this channel towards upside, you explode, and then, you know, have a blow off top, which you go back below that, back below the channel, and then, you know, you pull back, right? That is one of the, you know, ways that how this can actually play out because of the channel, right? So we like the channels in effect in a way that, you know, channels are channels are a very stealthy way to push the price up without people noticing. You will see this all the time on some kind of altcoins, right? There will be some kind of altcoins that did, you know, 50,000x, and it went down, slowly went down, and like it's all the way down here, right? And most people don't notice that when the move starts going up, because it so slowly starts, you know, climbing towards the upside, right? And before you start noticing that it's climbing towards the upside, it's already up like, you know, 300 or 400% towards the upside, with a slow move towards the upside. So there is no euphoria, there is no sorry about that. There is no euphoria, there is nothing, right? It already starts moving, so, but by the time, you know, people notice and start buying that, it increases and explodes towards the upside. Then you get this blow off top where it pulls back, and it's game over. So the fact that we are going in a channel towards the upside over here, it might be very, very good thing, right? So if you get a support down here on the channel, let's just put like this over here. If you get the support down here on the channel and then bounce up here again, and whatever, for whatever reason, and continue this channel towards the upside, I would assume that, you know, there is a good chance that this might be a bump and run pattern that's gonna explode eventually towards the upside, which is very, very good. So it does look nice. It does look nice. Yesterday, a lot of stuff pumped big time. Nasdaq pumped like crazy up here. This is a daily time frame, so you can see that yesterday Nasdaq pumped. Dow Jones pumped as well, trying to get above this 20 moving average. S&P 500 is pumping as well like crazy up here towards the resistance levels up here somewhere. I don't know where they are, but it's pumping. But the DXY also pumped, like crazy up here towards the upside. So everything was actually pumping yesterday. Beside Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin went down, so Bitcoin does look like it's inversely correlated with the stock market, which we actually like, because the stock market will eventually go down, and Bitcoin will explode and be the #1, asset in the world. So there is that. There is that. But no, it does look, we did dump towards downside, but we have been, having this, slight movement towards the upside, but everything is a little bit going towards the upside. The fact that we are not dumping big time towards the downside over here is actually a very good point. DXY shoe pattern. Let's check out DXY shoe pattern, and yeah, it might be a shoe pattern up here. this over here is a shoe pattern, big move down up here, you know, you have a V-shape recovery up here, and then you have this curvature up here. This curvature is actually very bullish, and right now we are doing this curvature towards upside. There is a resistance level up here, major resistance level up here at 200 moving average on the daily time frame. So will we go all the way up there? Will there be some kind of, you know, trend line up here that stops us before we do that? I don't know. The best case scenario, I think we said this yesterday, best case scenario on the DXY is for this move to be very, very fast towards upside, because fast move towards upside are, like Gorgeous found on render, they are overextended moves. They oftentimes, you know, fail to, you know, materialize. They don't have any kind of support on bottom side. They move too fast towards upside, and often what happens, they need to come very sharply, fastly towards downside. So best thing that can happen for us right now is that we have this very explosive fast move towards upside, not something like this over here, not something like, you know, something like this, but explosive move towards upside on DXY, because this will, you know, move us towards downside. So if you have an explosive move on DXY towards upside, while at the same time Bitcoin doesn't drop that much, as soon as these start dropping, you know, and you know, the stock market also might experience very nice moves towards upside. So we are looking at that. We are not quite yet there, but you know, we are getting close. We are getting close. So I would say that, you know, best case scenario for DXY is a very, very fast move towards upside. Before we close off over here, I want to show you something. YouTube, maybe on Twitter. Let's go to my channel up here, and let's go down here at this line up here. So this is the chart that we had on the dates. We got a couple of dates up here. We got a couple of dates up here, and the way we see, you know, these red lines up here are a little bit not unimportant, but between July 3rd of July and 14th of October, there is like 3 or 4 full super moons on the way over here. So it might be that we might jump up here towards the October 14. October 14 up here. So we might go high up to October 14. October 14 is a new moon, full solar eclipse, so there will definitely be a dump on that date. We remember what happened up here on the May with the solar eclipse and the new moon solar eclipse up here on the April 20th. April 20th was the top up here at the top, right? We remember what happened there, right? April 20th on the top right here. But on the bottom, you know, this consolidation up here, I think it might be a little bit higher and lower. Doesn't really matter. What matters is the date, 3rd July 2023. That's when the full supermoons are starting. And between the, you know, 3rd July, so between start of the July and you know, mid-October, I think we're gonna go towards upside. So top, some kind of top might be around October, give or take, and then we're gonna have this consolidation phase until the 15th of March. I'm not actually sure it's gonna be 15th of March or 1st of March or end of March or May or something like that, because this is the halving date, and halving date is all, you know, depends on how much many blocks there are and stuff like that, right? They're trying to figure it out. But this move towards downside up here, you know, consolidation might go towards the halving, and every time after a halving, of course, we go into the you know, last phase of the bull market, the exit liquidity phase. If you don't know what it is, exit liquidity phase, and this is and around I would say July 2025, but you know, anywhere from January to July 2025. That's where we are getting you know, end of the. That's where we're getting end of the bull market, right? So the dates are important. Between July and 14 October, there will be huge moves over here towards upside. Right now, it's just consolidation move towards downside into this area, and then big moves towards upside. And then there will be, you know, consolidation into the way I see it, into the halving, and after halving, big moves towards upside. Yesterday's video, if you go to YouTube, I'll link the video again. Wait, where is it? The late adopter. If you go to late adopter up here, we go to live, and yesterday's video, 1 day ago. Good thing about this one. I still didn't link it up here, maybe I linked it over here. There will be. There is the video up here. So I'm gonna link you this video up here in the chat again. I think it's a very nice video to watch, so you guys should definitely check it out. You know, the most difficult part of the bull market. the bull market. It's a very nice watch, and it kind of explains a little bit, you know, what I'm thinking, you know, why it might be, you know, hard for other people to, you know, hodl through the bull market. And the other thing, Ivan of Tech, and the last thing I want to talk about was Ivan on Tech. Now, most people don't, you know, appreciate Ivan on Tech as much as I do, and they think, he only shields his coins, he only does this, he only does this. Yeah, he does that. He shields Pulsion, he shields his altcoins, he shields his Morales website. But you gotta understand, guys, just like, you know, Richard Hart, you know, I liked Richard Hart for a long time, and, you know, he made a whole chain and hacks and stuff like that, right? And everybody's still calling him a scammer, it's a rug pull, it's a this, that, like, but, you know, listen to the guy, you know. This guy has been in this space since 2014. He's a programmer, he understands the technology, but he also understands the human psychology, and he understands how the markets move. He understands the bull and the bottom cycles. When we were going towards the upside, this guy, when we are going towards the upside, let's just clean up a little bit up here, over here. When we're going towards the upside, you don't understand, guys. This guy just disappeared over here. We are going towards the upside. Euphoria face of the bull market. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing, you know, Bitcoin dailies. You know, crypto. Good morning, crypto. You know, daily videos. And he was out of the market. He was out of the market. Entire market up here. He came back into the market down here. So he stopped making videos over here and started making videos up here. So he understands. And this was also one of my first time that I understood that the bull market might actually be coming to some kind of end when he stopped making videos, because that didn't make sense in my head. Like, why would you stop making daily videos when we are coming to the top of the market? So he was out of the market, not doing almost any videos, and until we actually came down to the bottom. And once we came down to the bottom, guys, it's the bottom, I'm doing daily videos again. Because he needs to pump his bag, so he understands. But he understands the market. He understands how these things work. And he, like over here, he's talking about, you know, altcoins that are gonna do 30 to 50% tax. Why won't you watch this guy that's been going through 3 altcoin season, understands the market, builds his own website, you know, Morales Money for finding altcoins. He knows a lot more than me when it comes, you know, to picking altcoins, to choosing the moves and stuff like that, right? So I'm gonna chill Ivan on Tech again and tell you guys, watch Ivan on Tech, you know. He's a good guy. So those 2 videos. Any questions before we wrap up for today? Let's see up here. That's my wake up alarm. Just remember, today is the new moon, full moon. I had a hard time pushing price up, so we will dump peak. Yeah, but the new moon is, you know, is playing down at the bottom already. You know, we already kind of dumped, so, you know, it's the only game time. Nice fake. Good. If you ignore the FTS scam candles, I think it's a big bear flag. If you ignore this over here, you think it's a big bear flag. Nah. Not even close, man. Not even close. More collapses, crypto coming. Gemini tells it. It wasn't that depressing, to be honest. 20.4. It was impressive. You gotta be, dude. How cannot this not be impressive, man? How can this not be impressive? Where is 20 up here? This is 19. This is 20. Okay, a little bit, you know, day late, but you know, it's very, very close. You know. Oftentimes we miss it by the day. Like, you know, this is impressive. How can you not call it impressive, man? Like, what is impressive to you? I don't know. I think the date was impressive. I think the day was good. I mean, it does look good to me. It does look good to me. Not Ivan on Tech again. I'm gonna be chilling Ivan on Tech entire run, man. Because if you follow Ivan on Tech, there will come a time when we come into the euphoria again, and this guy will disappear. You know. Ripple step forward. Nah, I seen a video. He was super bullish when we were dumping from 50k. Yeah, he's not very good with technical analysis. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he's good in technical analysis, because he's definitely 100% not. Like, even Gort is better in technical analysis than Ivan on Tech. Ivan on Tech does not analyze the, you know, markets based on, you know, charts. He analyzes based on sentiment, right? So he might, you know, get a little bit, you know, this and that, but he knows where the big cycles are turning around, and he also knows how to pick altcoins. We have a live caller in the show. Yes, please, what's your question, Gort? Do not underestimate Ivan Tech. Like, Ivan Tech is better than 99% of, you know, videos you're gonna be looking at YouTube. So at least spend your time watching something worthwhile. Okay, guys, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go do some other stuff. It's early for me. He's good on channels. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their thing, but I do appreciate, you know, his takes on what's happening in the market. So, you know, I shield the thing that I think it's good. Guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining. I think we have a little bit more room towards downside or sideways up here. I don't think actually we have a big side. We can also jump up here. I think down here, like, it might be just the bottom down here somewhere. I don't know where. You know, we gotta find like stuff like that. But it doesn't look that bad. And if it's gonna be looking bad, it's gonna be this channel over here. First it's gonna go down to the channel, then it's gonna break the channel, right? So if it's gonna look bad, it's gonna be looking bad, something like this, right? So we got time to figure it out, and expect 20k soon. Okay, guys, take care, go outside and get some sun, guys. I'll see you around. Bye bye.